Welcome to my world, YouTube. This is Show, aka Showboat. Here to talk about a custom figure that I made. This is one of my first full customs that I did, made from a multitude of pieces. I'm going to go over each piece, and I'll have links in the descriptions. Starting off, the suit is made by GPS Lot. It's going to be on eBay. Got that for around $30. The body itself is going to be the male 1/12 scale body from CH Studios, specifically the 001-A. They have different forms in terms of how they move. This one doesn't have the best ab articulation. You'll see that later. But starting off, I have this head sculpt here that I got off of a creator off of eBay. Goes by the name of Von Shoe Toys. Again, have the link in the description. This is one of the first heads that I actually painted myself. Tried to do a little contrast of reds and some black around the eyes and the horns so that they pop more. And I'll have pictures at the end so you can see it a little bit better as well. I have a secondary head. This one is actually going to be an unmasked head. So, went for the classic red hair, orangish hair. I tried to do the 90s style slashes and the glasses like that glare to where they're not just stark red. Popping back on the other head, it does move very well. I do have a hot glue base on the inside, so pretty simple. Put the hot glue in there, let it dry, and then you got it moving around pretty simple. It does sit up a little high from what I like. Probably going to get that sculpted out a little bit later, but you see, moves up and down pretty well. You can be a little too rough with it sometimes as a result of that hole not being, or it being too shallow. And yeah, so like I said, easy fix though. You just pop it back on, you're good to go. Very good range of motion, especially because the neck is sculpted as well, so you're able to tilt him back and forth. I didn't want to do too much after I popped his head off, but moving back to the body, we have the arm. It can go 360, but it is hindered by the suit just a little bit. We have the double jointed elbows. And then when it comes to these gloves, these are the Valiverse gloves. Specifically, I believe it was the Alpha or Bravo pack. I forgot which one, but I have a picture here. I just took the black gloves out of there, painted them with the dark red that I had, and then hit the knuckles with just a hint of silver, just to give it a little more pop of color, as well as a little military look. I like when he's kind of wrapped up and he has his full gear on. As you can see, torso kind of sucks. It doesn't move that far forward. It's mostly the legs doing all the work. So that's probably one thing I would have changed or updated if I'd have known the difference. But yeah, can kind of lean a little bit back and forth, but it's mostly the legs. As you can see, he can kick forward pretty well. Not full 90 degrees, but decent amount. Sideways though, hey, better than most Spider-Man, and that's saying a lot. Coming down, we have the classic double jointed knee. He can definitely kick his own ass. And he does have a boot swivel. I had to modify that myself. Classic ankle joint, everything still moves there. But I had to kind of finagle it a little bit, put a rubber band down there to keep his pants tucked into his boots. But overall, it was a great figure. I had a really fun time making this. Took me about 2 weeks or so in between work and kind of doing more research and waiting for certain parts to come in through the mail. I have a bunch of accessories for him that I also will put in the links below from a creator called Bearded Studios. I think Bearded Skull Studios on Etsy. Again, I'll put him in the information down below as well. I'll have a bunch of pictures here showing off some poses and some close-ups. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, definitely leave that in the comments down below. Thank you guys for visiting my planet. I appreciate the support. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me down in the comments or on my socials, which will also be in the description below. But until next time, get your hands out of there.